Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 8 of my Mazdamundi campaign. Yes! It works, thank God. A little bit worried about that, but no, it's fine. Managed to load it up, it's all good. I have renamed Swamp Town to Brighton, because someone requested that. I think that's actually a little bit harsh, because Brighton will always have a place in my heart as the setting of Channel 4's late night lesbian teen drama Sugar Rush, which of course was the best late night lesbian teen drama. So I quite like Brighton. I've never been there, but I just like it quite for being the setting for Sugar Rush. That's my decision. But we have renamed Swamp Town to Brighton, so there we go. We do need to do some upgrades as well. I mean, we've got some money, but not an awful lot. We need to deal with Phil, because I trust Phil about as far as I can throw him. I trust the Greenskins as far as I can throw them, and Marathi as far as I can throw her. So, the problem being is that if I reckon as soon as I'm at war with someone, they'll probably invite Marathi in and she'll join. So I need to just keep an eye on these northern... I need walls here, basically. I need walls in Skeggi and the Ziggurat of Dawn. So, do I want to get the Holy Ziggurat? Get walls. I mean, it's going to give me a little bit more money, which is good. On the other hand, I mean, alright, can I get something that's going to boost my income? So I could get the geomantic pylon here. That's going to increase by 15%, and I kind of feel like that's the right decision because I need some more income. I might fill out my army with these red-crested skinks. They're pretty... I mean, they're way better than the skink cohort, but they are twice as expensive and they're not twice as good. I mean, realistically, all right, if I get right, so compare, do they have shields? They do have shields. Weirdly, they've got more health than the Saurus warriors. I guess there's more of them in a unit, so they're more likely to stick... Well, I could get another unit of Feral Cold ones. I do like the Feral Cold ones. So I'm going to get a couple of units of those, just to give us a little bit more fast. I do want some more front line, but a little more sort of quick units, sort of dashing about, can only be a good thing. We do have more Pterodon Riders. I do quite like the Pterodon Riders, would like to get them in there, but I think getting that geomantic pylon is important. And I think fairly soon we're probably going to be at war with Phil. But I don't see that as a problem really, because I feel like I've got the upper hand now. It used to be Phil. Phil had the upper hand, now I have the upper hand. Ah. It's all part of the old one's plan, probably. Maybe. Take on, Stig. Bugger off. Back to your dump, where you belong. Now, we do have walls at the Fallen Gate, so that's... At least if Marathi heads down this direction, that should be fine. The Vampire Coast... Oh, good. Alright, well, I guess we secure the sewers then. I do... Problem is, I can't take all that at the same time. That's too much. Do I... What's the Chaos Corruption here? It's dropping down to 0 because we've taken Skeggi. Good. Public Order is under control there. It's dropping... It's dropping here, and I could grab the old one monument to offset that. Well, I can't at the moment, but I could do later. So there's not much I can do at the moment. I'm worried this is going to turn into a bit of a stalemate, because I need to deal with Phil. If I leave Phil sort of in amongst my territory, it's only going to go bad for me. When can I declare war on him?
Greet me as a friend. Nor are we foes, yet.
I can declare war on him any bloody time I like. You know what? I reckon... I mean, those units are crap, aren't they? It's just spearmen.
Sigma, the Empire.
He's got some missile units there, but not very many. And that's just spearmen. Well, pikemen. Just pikemen. I could maybe go all out. Just recruit another couple of Saurus warriors. Because my Saurus should be able to defeat his pikemen. So I could do something like that. Maybe get how many units are in your army? 19. So I could get another Saurus warrior. And then basically just take them both on. Take both those armies on. I can't take the garrison on. But if we can draw out those two armies. Then I feel like I'm fairly confident. I've got, ooh yes, adrenaline pumping. It's feeling good. I feel I can do this. I can take them. I can take them. Take them downtown to Painville. If that's a place. I don't think it is. That would be an awful. Mind you, they call a place Swamp Town, so Painville is probably not that beyond reason. Oh, Boris Johnson has gained a rank. We could go and grab this, the Remnants of Battle. Let's go and grab that and see what's in there. So, clearly two ships met in combat and brought each other low, their rival crews drowning in battle and hatred, but their loss could be your gain. As the sunken ships lean on each other in unstable fashion, time is short, salvage must be sought quickly. I'm going to take the Hall of True Silver. So we have got heavy iron, so that's armor piercing damage, armor and weapon strength. Good. That could give us the bonus we need. So, Boris. Boris, my dear chap. We could give you... I quite like Amber Spear, but we've got Burning Head for... and they don't really have any large units. So maybe... Pan's Impenetrable Pelt? Let's go for that, because it's just a nice defensive ability with some speed thrown in at the same time. So I'm going to go with that. We are going to grab... I'm tempted to grab the Blessed Teriodon Riders. Because if we can lock down their... If we can lock down their missile units, then actually dealing with their infantry should be fairly straightforward. Because we can just hover above them and just firebola the shit out of them, which sounds brilliant fun, so we're totally going to do that. Abso-bloody-lutely. Right, so we've got 2 turns left on that. I did want to build the... What's public order here? It's actually... Oh, why is public order here okay? Difficulty level... -2. Events +3. Huh. Difficulty... Is difficulty level dropped? Difficulty level's still the same, isn't it? Campaign settings. Very hard, very hard. Okay. Okay, maybe that's a... I'm sure that used to be worse, wasn't it? Did I imagine that? I don't pay attention, so... good. Oh, one monument. Let's grab one there just to up the public order a little bit. Our army is going to... Oh, the army's ready to go now, but... I reckon if we can try and lure them into an ambush somewhere around here... Worst case, they decide they can attack us and throw both armies at us, in which case I still think I can win. I might be mistaken, but I still think I can win. And if we can destroy their armies, then we just need to destroy Port Reaver. Well, capture it, obviously. And once we've done that, then we can start looking at heading southward, although I've still got to keep my eye on Marathi. Because she's a sneaky one. The greenskins are sailing away. The vampires are sailing towards me. And Talaxtalan's been killed. Okay. Right. Mazdamundi has got a skill point. And where... Oh, I do want Ruination of Cities. I'd be stupid not to take it, wouldn't I? I'd be literally insane. So, definitely taking that bad boy. And Kit Kat and Crunchy. I think we just go Woundmaker with you. I mean, you are super, super beefy. Don't have any magic... I would love more magic items. We just don't have any. Okay. Is there anywhere we can get kind of a good ambush? Probably not. So I could go like here. You know what? I'm just gonna... I mean, to be fair, I'm riding a giant Triceratops, so hiding... Mazdamundi's not very good at hiding, let's be honest. He probably, like, drapes a palm leaf over himself and thinks that's probably good enough. Slack, you're sort of... Are you okay? Is everyone alright? You look a bit unnerved. You look a bit spooked. I'm sure that's probably okay. It's probably fine. We do only have 18 income at the moment, so... So let's see if we can draw these guys in. Because if we can, like, capture... Deal with Phil, capture that province. That'll be good. That'll be very, very good. Okay, well, they haven't spotted us, but they didn't move. We've got supply theft at Maku Peaks. That's annoying because it increases Skaven corruption. Ugh. But we do have taxes, difficulty level, events, corruption. Yeah, corruption's being a bit of a pain. Not much I can do about that. I think I just have to sit here and just hope that they come at me because I don't think there's much I can do otherwise. Okay, we are getting a little bit more money now thanks to the geomantic pylon. So a little bit more money everywhere. That's pretty good. Liking that. Would like a little bit more money. Could go for the skink favelas. Income. I mean, we could go with... I mean... Only problem being is that the walls decrease income by 5%, which means it's 15% for the entire province, which means I kind of need something to offset that, which I guess the geomantic pylon does? Still, it's one of the things I really don't like is having, like, income from all buildings or region, because, I mean, the economy's hard enough as it is. I don't need more. I'm not actually at war with Phil, am I? So he's not going to actually attack me. That's why he didn't. That's why he didn't actually... I got ahead of myself again.
I am too smart. I am too smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T.
To be fair, it's very hot at the moment, so I can't be blamed for this. Anyway, so let's see if now I'm at war with Phil, whether he actually wants to come and have a go. Okay, we have been spotted. You gonna come for me? No, you are. You're not. You're not. You're just going to sit in Port Reaver. Okay. The problem here is a bit of a standoff because I don't think I can take the garrison and those two armies at the same time. So we've assaulted the garrison. We've got sequence of skink spawning. Who doesn't love a good old sequence? I know I do. So I guess we've just got to keep trying to ambush them and hope that they take the bait. I would like wall. To be honest, I want walls everywhere. I would like walls everywhere. I'd also like Ben here dead. But I feel like sending Kit Kat after him. Okay, what do they have? Can I take them?
I will not obey. I refuse.
It's a lot of stuff. I don't think I can. I think that would be too much. Let's get the sequence of Saurus spawning. Those spawning pools located underground must be ready. War is always at hand and the fresh Saurus will be needed to fight. Sounds good to me. Can you actually reach Ziggurat of Dawn? No. So in fact, if we can find somewhere better... Is there literally nowhere better we can ambush from? We can get 70% chance here. So let's wander back here. Do a little ambush. See if they head to... I mean, as long as they spot us, I'm hoping they'll head towards Ziggurat of Dawn. Even if they can reach the Ziggurat of Dawn. Oh no, he's got... Remember, we've been spotted right away. But no, he's just got an ambusher trait. Ambush success chance and defense chance. It's just Mazdamundi's just not very good ambusher. He's riding a Skeggi. I mean, we've got a Carnosaur, a Stegiosaurus. Is that right? No, those are the ones with the plates on the back, aren't they? Triceratops, that's the one I'm thinking of. Oh, come on, Phil. I mean, I could leave him, I guess, and just... Now that Ben's wandered off, I think I should be okay. So we're going to try again. Mission issued. Occupy... Yeah, well, I'm aiming for... Ooh, Blessed Temple Guard. Well, I definitely want that. 14 turns. Okay. Right, let's try ambushing again. And... I think because I'm not in... I don't think I'm in view of them now, so I don't think they can actually spot me. If they can, it's bullshit. Problem is, if I attack that city, I just think I'm going to get overwhelmed. I'll probably do a shit ton of damage to them, but I just think it'll just be too much. Come on. Perfect. Okay, that's all I needed. This is the opening. Okay. Ways and means. The priests of Sotek, ever mindful of the need to press the Serpent God's cause in the field of battle, are uneasy at certain technological development. Again? I'm gonna hold on to my vision. Okay, they're raiding us. That, buddy, is a mistake. Because here comes Mazdamundi, and all you've got is a bunch of spears. We've finally managed to catch Phil out. Took bloody long enough. So we're marching through the forest. Oh, trees in the face. Ugh. So we're trying out a lock in place and then burning head. It doesn't really work very well because obviously it's casting time and some of the units got out of position, and that's fine. But to be honest, it feels like an awful lot of winds of magic to use it. Probably better just use burning head as it is. when you get a good shot. So we've got the Blessed Saurus warriors and Matilda hitting the units on sort of right side of this big old pillar over here. We've got the sneaky scale babies who aren't sneaky enough because I put them on skirmish and they decide to just stand there and get charged by some pikemen. But fortunately the Saurus are there to back them up, so they're going to hit them in the rear and then we can just riddle them with fire. Look at that lovely stuff. Fire bowlers doing lovely amounts of damage there. There's Mazdamundi and Zlak just charging their way through because the Saurus crushing pikemen. The pikemen not really got much of a chance. And there's Kit Kat and Crunchy butchering their way through yet more pikemen. The Feral Cold Ones, Raptor Pack, Clever Girls, they've led some units on a merry chase and are heading back to the battle. And the Sneaky Scale Babies and the Chameleon Skinks doing actually really well. 50 kills, 49 kills, pretty good. Now the Saurus Warriors, having dealt with those units, now coming back to fight. They've got a big blob of enemy infantry here, what's left of them anyway. Matilda and the Fire Bowler's been doing a lot of damage to them. The Raptors now throwing themselves into the fray. We've still got quite a big blob of infantry on the left flank here. They've done a fair chunk of damage and they've got Kit Kat surrounded. Although, I mean, how surrounded can you actually get a T-Rex? I'm going to assume not very. And the pikemen seem to agree because they're running away. Fortunately, not going to get very far because they're being chased by raptors and a Triceratops. This is where you cue the Jurassic Park music. Obviously this army, I think it should die. I think it should die. But let's just kill as many as possible just to, you know, be on the safe side. Phil is still fighting on. There he is, General of the Empire. He's getting attacked by some Saurus warriors. He's firing his gun wildly into the air. That's not going to do much. He's not taking very much damage, though. Comedians still continuing to do quite a lot of damage. Looks like some swordsmen are going to try and get the drop on the Feral Cold Ones here and manage it. Unfortunately for the Feral Cold Ones, we do have the Chameleon Skinks. Sneaky Scale Baby was just behind. I'm going to be riddling them with fire. I mean, look at these guys. 87 kills. Gotta be honest, I thought he was a bit garbage. 123 kills. 90... I mean, they're doing pretty well. I think the key is just keep them moving. Get them around behind the enemy and they can do damage there. Not really rank and file. I guess they're skirmishers, aren't they? Pretty much what they do. And there's Kit Kat and Crunchy chasing after Phil. Poor old Phil. He's having a bad day. That went pretty well, and Phil is dead. We're going to, obviously, eat the captives. How have you got away, you little dick? Come back here and get oh, bloody hell. Kit Kat, that was a bit close. As was Matilda. Holy shit. Okay, well, just eat. Oh, Cube of Darkness. A small black cube contains millions of tiny pinpricks of light circling around a sphere of pure darkness. That sounds terrifying. Okay, well, let's head back over here. Get a little bit more replenishment. And then I think we're good to hit Port Reaver. So, Mazdamundi. I think I'm going to... well... okay, you're level 22. Higher state of consciousness would give you a lot more physical... and considering I'm now throwing you into combat, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? So let's give him higher state of consciousness. Everywhere we shine, death and life burn into something new. Alright. That, yep, sure, whatever. And Kit Kats. Good job, that last battle. Do I want to give you some missile resistance? Now you're sort of quite big. Don't take that as an insult. That's just, you know, an observation. I think we're going to give you agility of the lizard. These men can move with deceptive speed and agility when they have to. Good. And Boris, you... Do I want to give you a... I do want to give you a Pterodon. Yes, I do. I can give you a Stegidon in five levels. I'm going to go for Pan's Impenetrable Pelt, I think. Let's do that so you can flap around, do some good stuff. We've got quite a chunk of money now, and I think we want to grab the skink barrios. Barrios are another part of the heavily populated skink districts where many crafts are practiced and artifacts created. Because that's going to give us access to the tablet of crafts, which is going to help with our economy, and I think that's quite important at the moment. So let's do that. Let's get the skink barriers there as well, because that's also going to give us some more money. Once we've taken Port Reaver, we can then potentially look at heading southward. I don't really want to head any further north, to be honest. I'd prefer Marathi to just... I'd prefer not to, thanks very much. Just sort of stick to our own devices, really, if possible.
I am Tyrion, champion of the Everqueen.
I mean, Tyrion does kind of like us.
As you say.
Okay, we get military access with him. That's nice. Go with that for the moment. I don't really want like a defensive alliance, because he and the Dark Elves are probably going to be fighting. So I'm more than happy for them to fight between themselves. I'm just going to deal with my stuff. In fact, let's have a quick look at this. Right, short campaign victory conditions. So we need to control basically Lustria. We need to construct 3-star chambers. We need to defeat Clan... Really? Clan Modz? Are you shitting me? They're all the way over there. Short campaign... Okay. Okay. And also make sure Archaon is dead. Okay, fine. And 8 of these. Maybe well, once we've sorted out Lustria, we might have to go over to Nehakara and maybe make some waves over there. While at the same time making sure that we sort of keep the Dark Elves armed. If anything, if I could help the High Elves capture this territory, that would be a good thing for me, because that would means I don't have to worry about it. So it might be worth maybe... To be honest, my suspicion is I'm going to end up at war with Marathi anyway. So if I can beat Marathi up, that's going to make the High Elves like me more. It's also going to help them sort of get a foothold on Nagorond, and then, with any luck, I will never have to worry about the North ever again. It's just that the High Elves can deal with that. Okay, so 1 turn of replenishment there, then we're going to hit Port Reaver, which is going to be it's going to be a tough fight, but it's one I think we can win. If only Kit Kat hadn't taken quite so much damage. No doubt they're going to start trying to recruit more units as well. The great plan. Yeah. I don't... Now, Mazdamundi, you seem like a cranky old man. I don't think a trade agreement is going to interrupt the great plan, is it? Yes, of course, we will have some of your money. Okay, that's fine. Ben has assaulted the Ziggurat of Dawn, which I'm fine with. I was worried he assaulted my army, but he didn't. It was just the garrison. It's fine. Okay, the right kind of warrior. Rumours reach you of forces loyal to your ancient enemy, the Ruinous Ones, obtaining a vile, corrupted foothold on Lustrian soil. However, you have recently instituted a new spawning program resulting in many new lizard men of the wrong caste. Will you send your depleted armies out, or institute a fresh spawning of deadly Saurus warriors? We're going to strike now. Untainted +1, which increases recruitment costs, or increase chaos corruption and recruit rank +1. I'm going to say strike now because, to be honest, I'm not really going to be recruiting any units for 5 turns. So, like any cancer, chaos's foul corruption must be cut out before it can spread. Replenish your forces later. A brand new spawning for furtherance of the great plan. Okay, they have recruited another chap, but I think we're going to go straight in. That looks pretty good. Kit Kat's taken a bit of damage. Matilda has. We're going to have to keep an eye on them. But otherwise, this should be the end of Phil. Now, I attacked the general on his own with the hope that the reinforcements would come in on a random side and let me sort of jump them immediately. Unfortunately, for once, they've turned up on the right edge, which is, of course, the far one. So it means that we're going to have to kill the General of the Empire, who is currently getting eaten by Kit Kat and Crunchy very, very quickly. I mean, he went down like a ton of bricks. And now he's run into Crocs. I mean, he tried to get away from Kit Kat and Crunchy and ran into Croxagot and Matilda. So basically, he's... This is the worst timeline for him. He literally exploded. Like, he just exploded. His bits of him all over the place. That is appalling. Truly terrible sight. Sorry for that. Never mind. Anyway, so the rest of the infantry, the reinforcements from the city, and of course the army that was there, now moving up. They can see our pterodons on the flank, so they're going to head towards sort of that. We've also got the raptors hidden in the forest over here with the chameleon skinks, and the rest of our infantry is just going to stay behind this hill because their handgunners, or rather Free Company militia, are going to find it difficult to fire over that. However, their crossbows, that's another story. So crossbows are going to be able to just fire over into us. So we want to try and mitigate that as much as possible. So we need to kind of leave it to a good until the Free Company militia are close enough that they will, rather than fire at us, run away almost immediately as we get close. Now, both Matilda and Kit Kat have taken quite a lot of damage already, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful with them. So we go, the Free Company militia, they're going to get some shots off. Quite a few shots off, actually. Pretty sure they don't usually fire that fast. Maybe the AI is a bonus to fire rate or something. That would make sense. So Cyrus charging. We've got the raptors coming in from the flank. We've sort of created a little bit of it's sort of an inverted L-shaped line. Mazdamundi charging towards, but then he stops, and he's going to throw a burning head here. The Cyrus are going to stop to just make sure they don't get incinerated, but this is going to be a fantastic burning head. Down it goes through this big blob of infantry. Absolutely devastating, and then the Cyrus charge in. You can see some of these units breaking almost immediately. Good stuff there. The units over here are a little bit of trouble as they've been surrounded by... We've got charged by Empire Knights. We've got some pikemen in there. We are going to get a banishment, though. That's going to help a little bit, kind of carve out the enemy infantry. So that's worked out quite nicely. And the raptors now hunting down any missile infantry that they can find. You can see just splitting up, just running them down. Cyrus warriors having dealt with, having been relieved from chasing down missile units by the raptors, now running it back to deal with the rest of the infantry and help out there. The raptors now hunting them down, chasing them off the field. We want to kill as many as possible, because obviously we are going to have to then fight the settlement after this, but hopefully it should be an auto-resolve. We've definitely got the upper hand here. The New World colonies? New World colonies. Not really got much of a chance against Cyrus. See, fling off into distance there. You can see we're winning pretty much everywhere. Raptors now quickly hunting down those fleeing units. Very, very, very useful for doing this, actually, just hunting down these fleeing units. And they're not actually bad fighters either, so you can kind of use them in combat as well. Some blocks of infantry gonna get away, but overall, I think this is definitely the end of the New World colonies. I'm just gonna have the little auto-resolves after this. But hopefully we won't lose anyone from doing that. And then we just need to deal with the greenskins and Morathi. Okay, so, I mean, it didn't quite work out how I wanted it to, but never mind. What we can do is kill and eat for the replenishments. And then hit for Reeve. Now, the only thing I'm slightly concerned about is Matilda and Kit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quick save. And then that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. And we're just going to occupy. And we've secured this province. We've also got a unit of blessed... Oh, a blessed spawning of Temple Guard. Slan awakened with a start. They're equivalent of a nightmare, but it's just the old one's god of war, Talanzol, making... Is it her? Talanhul? Making his will known. When he is appeased, a sacred spawning shall be granted. While we taken Port Riva, the New World colonies now defeated. Phil gone. No more. Is he going to be a thorn in our side? I think... I mean, escaping corruption is... Well, how much money are we making from this province? That's the question. 973. It's not exactly making bank at the moment, is it? Growth would be nice. Upkeep reduction would be quite good. Construction cost. Let's go with that. Let's go with alignment of the monument. So that's construction cost reduction, upkeep reduction, winds of magic, increase, and research rate. That's just because obviously it's going to help us because our army is quite expensive. So any amount of upkeep reduction is going to help, and it's also going to help with building buildings and stuff like that. So good. So fantastic. Good. Right. So next, I'm sort of tempted to get Mazdamundi upkeep reduction because it just would be incredibly useful. So boring though. Not that any of these spells here are particularly... I would like Arcane Conduit, but it's not urgent for me. Campaign movement range would be nice, so maybe I'll go Ancient Cunning. Let's do that, because with only one army, being able to make it move faster is... Well, it's just going to be very, very useful, so we'll do that. Now, I could grab the Geomantic Spire here. That would increase income by another 5%. Is that as... I mean... What's Port Riva got in it? It's got spawning pools, so it's got skink spawning pools, which I guess is okay. I do need walls here, though. Okay, let's go for the Holy Ziggurats there. Because I think the Ziggurat of the Dawn is probably... It's probably the city that'll be most in trouble if Morathi declares war on us. Well, rather, when Morathi declares war on us. And I could maybe upgrade Maku Peaks here. Get some more stuff going. Alternatively, I could save the monies. We did want a Weapon Crafters Commune, didn't we? So we could save up for that. I kind of like that idea. I mean... I could also recruit a lord. Now, the only problem with that is that, yes, going around and picking up these bits and pieces is quite lucrative, but he does also increase our upkeep. So, by... is it 15%? I still think we could probably do that. So let's get... Let's get Timo Zuma, because we've already recruited him. Let's go. It's going to increase total army up by 6%. Okay, so let's grab him, and we'll send him to sail around and hoover up some little bits and pieces. all by his lonesome. But hopefully that will give us the money to then upgrade our cities, all that kind of good stuff, and then we can head south and start capturing some of these settlements down here from the Greenskins. We've also got Mazdamundi's quest battle to do. So yeah, so we could get the Cobra Mace, which would be very nice. And to be honest, I think once we replenished, I think we can probably try and take that on. Maybe swap out one of the Feral Cold ones for the Temple Guard. On the other hand, against Skaven, having some units that chase down runners is quite useful. So maybe I'll keep them around. Okay, well, I'll mull that over, but that's all that we've got time for today. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.